Hi, so this video is just going to be mainly focused on coding. So I'm back in this world that I created, and I'm going to show you all how to do simple coding. So now all you have to do is click the letter C and this shows up in the code builder and everything. You can see it. I've done a few, but there's a lot that you can do with coding. There's so many different, like there's tutorials and they give you examples of things you can do, but really you can create them however you want. But these are some of the options and things you can click on and give you like kind of an idea of what you would want to do. So I'm going to click on Chicken Rain as an example to show you all how simple it can be, especially for people who aren't experienced a lot with technology. So all you have to do is just follow along when it comes to the tutorials, and as you can see, I just renamed the chat command and put chicken in it because that's the object or what I'm trying to get. And now I'm going to put a spawn block, and that's going to show, it's going to make the animals basically just spontaneously appear. And so the thing about doing this is it has to fit into whatever shape that the command is going to be. So that's why you put in to the blocks what it is. And now the 10 basically, like it says, it represents the fact that it's going to be 10 blocks above the player's head. And the other numbers represent different directions as well that the object could be coming from. Okay, so now I'm just going to type in the number 10. So that'll be the height of the object, like how far in the air it's going to be above my head. And now I'm just going to exit out of here for a moment and show you all how this works. And so basically you press the letter T to get the chat to open up, and you type in whatever the command is, and the command is chicken. So I'm going to type in chicken and exit out of here. Like I said, okay, I'm going to click the letter T. And so that's all you have to do is just click, type in chicken. And now you see it falling above my head. Okay, so now that I did that, I'm going to go to the next step and do that part. And it's saying that you can create 100 chickens. So by doing that, you add a loop and you put the spawn inside the loop. Basic. Well, you put the spawn inside the loop and you type in how many times you want a chicken to show up. And that's all you have to do. And you can type in as many or as little as you want. So now I'm going to exit out of this and finish this up and show you all the difference and let you all see how many chickens are going to show up on the screen. So I'm going to type in chicken again and click on the letter T. And now I'm looking up and I'm seeing all these chickens in one spot. They're all falling down above my head. And there's a lot of them, as you can see. There's 100 of them exactly, like I typed in. So now these are all the chickens that I made. And that's just the overall basics of how to do coding. And that's just an example of it. One example, but I'm going to show more throughout this video. Okay, so now I'm back and you can see it's nighttime and all my chickens are still walking around, and I'm going to show you all how to make your own unique codes. So you can do whatever you want, and I'm just going to do whatever I want to do and just give you a few examples. So I'm starting a new project, and basically I'm just going to start with a chat command, and that's kind of like with the chicken run. You type in whatever you type in when you click T, and if that's the command, if you type that in, then whatever you want to happen is going to happen. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to place this in with these blocks, but it doesn't have to be a block. It can be anything. And I'm just going to do a flower. So I'm going to pick out a flower and just show you an example of that. So that's one. And I'm going to show you a few more. Okay, so I'm going to give you an example of another one. And I'm going to click on player because that's one of the basic blocks, basically, well, player blocks. And it has to do with whatever you decide you want it to do. So I'm going to do one that's not on chat, but I'm going to do an on player command block basically. And what that does, instead, you don't type it in, you just do that action. So how it has walk on there now, if I was to walk and put something in the middle, it would place whatever object that I'm trying to get to like be in the game, it would place it into the world wherever you want it. So I'm going to start with weather. And there's rain, there's clear, rain, thunder, and I'm going to stick with rain. So now I'm going to show you another one, and I'm just going to figure out, I'm just sitting here kind of thinking about what I should do. And I'm thinking, okay, so I'm going to click on the time of day because you can pretty much make these as unique as you want to. So it's nighttime now. And so what I'm going to do is instead, like I did with the second one, I'm going to do an on player command, and I'm going to do something dealing with the scenery. So instead of walk, I'm going to do fly just to give you all an example and so you can see it differently with each one. And I'm going to go back and set the time of day. And basically, I just want it to stay at daytime. So I'm just going to leave it the same. Okay, so now I'm just going to get out of here and click that green button, that play button, to exit out of this screen, or you can just click the exit button on the top. It really doesn't matter how you do it. It just, either way it works the same. So I'm just going to let you all see how it actually looks as you play the game. Okay, so now I'm just going to fly. So that's with the space bar. And as you saw, as soon as I started flying, it's daytime. And that's what the code was built for. And now that I'm back on the ground, since it was for walking, it was supposed to rain as I walked. And that's what it did. So it started raining as soon as I got back on the ground. And now I'm going to show you another command code, and I'm going to type in trail. And each time I type in trail, I'm going to get a flower. So now I'm going to just walk and turn around and show you that the flower is there. And so I'm going to do it once again. I'm going to type in trail, and another flower should show up, and it will. So I'm typing that in again, just entering it, and then I'm going to turn around and show you all what it's supposed to be. Okay, so I'm going to turn around again, and as you can see, there's another flower. But you can type in the command multiple times or enter it multiple times, but not necessarily type it in. And each time you type it in, a flower will show up. And now I'm going to change it slightly, and I'm going to get rid of the main block that has the on chat command and show you how you can have a flower trail as you walk. So I'm just going to get rid of that and go back and do on player once again, and I'm just going to stick with walk and place that back in and show you all that each time that I walk, flowers are going to show up and there's going to be a trail of flowers. Okay, so see, as I walk and everywhere I go, now there's just going to be more and more flowers. And so that's the basics and the main part of this tutorial, and I hope you could follow me and you enjoyed it.